Hello, everyone. This is Lucy Sims of the Lucy Y podcast. What day is today? The 17th?
17th.
September 17th, 2023. It's 2:41 p.m. and I'm with my uncle, Rex Cobb.
Hello. How you doing?
Do people call you Court on the Cob?
Somebody, but not my friends.
And Melvin's also here. He is my granddad and Rex's dad. I'm gonna close that.
You gonna join us?
We're gonna discuss politics.
We need a right-wing opinion.
I'm mediator.
Yeah. You can tell us about what you think about trees.
Save the trees like the Lorax.
Yeah. He's anti-tree.
Have you ever tried contacts? You have such...
I've got contacts.
Oh, you never use them though?
On the weekend, I wear glasses.
Did you end up listening to any other episodes?
I haven't yet.
You haven't?
I will. That way I'll know.
This is an impromptu episode, so I didn't have questions picked out, but I'm not much of a planner anyway, so... But every Sunday we come to Melvin's and eat lunch, and today we had spaghetti. Love spaghetti. Favorite thing. And today's a special day. My namesake, Rex's mom, passed away today in 98. So I'm wearing red lipstick in honor of her. But what is your... So obviously you're left wing.
Well, I think I'm
in the middle.
I'm a libertarian.
I like libertarian. That means you just want like freedom for everyone, right?
Yeah. I don't want the government to tell me what to do.
Oh, that sounds like Trump supporter.
No, Trump wants to tell you what to do.
Melvin, we're using your iPad to record video.
I guess he doesn't care.
I hope it could send to me. Okay, so you don't like drinking water. I said I wasn't going to bring it up.
It's got to have some flavor. Water doesn't have flavor.
Do you bring seltzer water? Or you said you didn't even like those.
No, I drink seltzer water.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
do?
had them over there. Yeah.
You would drink those LaCroix.
Yeah, I like some kind of flavor with my water.
How many is your... When we would go to Sanibel, you drank a lot of Diet Mountain Dew. Is it diet or regular Mountain Dew?
Diet.
Yeah.
I don't drink sugar.
Is that your, like, preferred soda?
Well, in the morning, because it's got caffeine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a little boost.
Is that, like, the first thing you drink?
Yeah.
Mm. I like caffeine.
Or coffee.
Do you feel like you have, like, ADHD a little bit? Or, like...
Probably.
I feel calmer when I have soda or, like, caffeine.
Mm-hmm. It calms you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
Supposed to be the other thing, a stimulant, though.
Yeah. But if you have ADHD, you're already stimulated, so having a little bit more, like, stabilizes you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Never thought of that.
That's what it's opposite than what you would think.
Yeah.
But once I realized that, I'm like, oh, that's why I always love soda. Or just, like, I feel different when I drink it.
Well, I think our devices give you ADHD.
That is very true. It's moving! The camera.
They lost us.
It's still going. It's still going.
Just can't see us. There we go.
Oh, let's put it up here. It's still going though. I mean, like, I don't want to stop it. Look how close it is now.
Those.
We definitely do get, like, our bodies become addicted to these devices.
It shortens your attention span.
For sure.
You can see my arm. There we go.
You can look to the back. I came up with something earlier. I said Anne's Clan. Like, that's what you all could be called.
There you go. Oops, he was leaning too much.
And
it's all professionally done.
Rex has an Android.
Yeah.
No, it's a Samsung, isn't it?
No, mine's a Motorola.
So that's not Android?
Well, no, it's Android, but that's the difference between Apple and Android is like Apple, you have to have an Apple phone, but Android, you can have any brand phone.
Oh.
That's one reason I like Android.
But you have like AT&T or T-Mobile or
Mine's
what?
T-Mobile. Well, it's Sprint, but then they got bought out.
Now my water was holding up. I'm thirsty.
So
Okay.
showing down your shirt.
I know.
That's the help rating.
Okay, so you are my mom's brother, older brother. One of them.
Yeah.
You were the
second
of 4
Yeah.
of Anne's clan and Melvin's clan. And you were born in a different town than everyone else. You like
different hospital than everybody else.
Was everyone else the same hospital?
Yeah. Central Baptist. I was born at Ephraim McDowell. So it made me different. I was the only one that bought my lunch at school. Everybody else took their lunch at school.
Why?
I don't know. They didn't like the stuff they offered at school. They like peanut butter and jelly, but I don't like peanut butter and jelly.
Really?
So that makes me different.
I love peanut butter and jelly.
I'm the only Democrat. I'm the only one that's hadn't been married and doesn't have kids. Yeah, something was different. I'm the only one that has green eyes. Everybody else has brown.
Everyone else? Does Melvin have green?
Yeah. Dad got his eyes. Mom had brown eyes. So that's why.
And you were born August 15th. I don't know why I said 12th. August 15th.
Yeah.
And you're
Leo. So what does that mean?
I'm a Leo moon in tropical. There's a lot to it, but Leo is like represented by the sun and lion, and you like to shine, and you're meant to shine. That's what it is. You're meant to shine.
Okay.
It depends. If your sun is in Leo, then yeah. My moon being there is like my emotions are very dramatic.
There you go.
You went to the same schools as everyone though? Everyone went to Cassidy Moore and Henry Clay.
Except for Stacy. She went to Lexington Catholic.
Stacy. And you're pretty close to Mel.
Yeah.
Or like age-wise. Aren't you like a
year and a half.
Oh, a year and a half.
A year and so many months.
And then it's 5 years to my mom.
Or 4 years. And then 9 years to Stacy. From me.
And you're good at volleyball. He's the king of marrikas, in case you didn't know.
That's right.
So you probably
the king. I like playing.
If you've ever been to marrikas, you might have seen Rex. You're wearing a volleyball shirt right now.
See?
Bluegrass Blaze.
I'm just old and I've played for a long time. That doesn't mean you're good.
They were saying Habib was better than you. An old neighbor that played. Our family is like had family volleyball teams, and we still kind of have one. My sisters.
Well, now they're having babies instead of playing volleyball.
Yeah, now they all pregnant all the time. I'll join now. I'm 21.
Good.
I'm 23 now.
You're gonna join the volleyball team?
I could. I was always the baby wrangler on the side.
There you go. Well, then the grandkids will start playing. We've got a team already.
Oh, you do? They always have dirty names, don't they?
The marrikas they used to. Not as much anymore, but they did because they had to, the referees had to yell out the names.
And they thought it was funny?
Yeah.
So they made them dirty on purpose? That's funny. Do you have a name yet?
No, they didn't. I'm not the organizer of the team, but some people don't like to play with the dirty names.
So I don't know. Your mom always thought you were funny. Like, were you the funniest, or
I'm sure I'm the funniest, of course.
Mom won't listen to this, so you can say, Stacy will listen to this.
Yeah.
Hi, Stacy.
She knows I'm the funniest.
She knows you're the funniest. Mom thinks she's the funniest.
Everybody has a different sense of humor.
How do you like being in the middle? Did you feel like you got less attention that way, or no?
I didn't need more attention, I don't think.
Because you got enough of it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't lacking in it. But people don't always need attention.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you need attention for?
Yeah.
Did you get enough as the last child?
I felt like it. I just, I feel like middle kids always say that.
They don't.
Yeah.
Serial killers are almost always middle children.
Really? That's why I felt like I got like a lot of attention, but a lot of it I didn't feel was like the attention I wanted, or the attention that like it was like the real me. Like I felt like you didn't see the real me, and so it would frustrate me. But it was kind of my fault. Like I'm realizing this, like because like I wasn't really showing myself anyway. I don't know. I was so fearful of it.
Well, nobody probably knows the real you unless you let them know it.
Exactly, and that's why I should have been a lot more secure in myself and not have cared that much about what other people thought, because I was my real me, and then I started like just hiding more and more of me.
But you may not want people to know the real you.
Yeah, but I like to think everyone's like real them, like your soul is like good-hearted, is like a good person. Like that's the real you, I like to think.
Yeah.
Like if you're mean and stuff, I'm like, that's not the real you. That's like, could be a demon.
Or it could just be the mood you're in, or the...
Yeah. That's, the mood you're in is always changing. And
Yeah. Or it's whether you take other people's feelings into consideration.
Yeah.
You might not want to. It's not always an easy thing.
Yeah. Sometimes I pay too much about other people's feelings instead of my own. It's like, I want you to be okay. I want to, like, please you. Put you first before me.
But I guess everything is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if you concentrate on yourself too much, or you don't concentrate, either one of them's going to be bad. You gotta be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, balance is, like, key to life.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That's why you can't be on one end of the spectrum. You gotta be on all things. I think when I talked to Griffin, I think we talked about something as spectrum, and I'm like being gay.
Mm-hmm.
Never, everyone's like on the spectrum, like autism, everything.
Yeah. I mean, everything is a spectrum. Everything in life is a spectrum.
Yeah.
You can't be in the extreme of anything. If you are, you pay the price.
Yeah.
Or it'll cause problems in your life.
Yeah, if you only see in black and white, then not see the gray.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is, like, it's not, everything's not black and white, like.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah. If you choose to see things that way, you can.
Yeah, that's why a problem. Some people, like, maybe even engineers are like that. They want everything to be black and white.
Yeah. And, like, how math, everything has, like, there's a correct answer.
Final answer. Yeah. Life is not like that. Because if you're searching for it, it might not even be there.
Yeah.
Or the answer could be somewhere in the middle.
There was a guest pastor today at church, and he was saying something about how, like, we're all wanting to go home for Christmas. And it reminds me of just Wizard of Oz, too, how she just wanted to go home. I've always wanted to just, like, go home and, like, go someplace where I felt home. I always felt, like, in a rush to go somewhere. And then, like, I had to realize, like, I'm home wherever my heart is.
Yeah.
Like, it is cheesy, but most of the cheesy things, like, make sense, and it's cheesy for a reason because it clicks and it makes sense, but, like, I'm always home in my body. There's no physical place that will make me feel safe. Like, I need to feel safe on my own. That's why, in Wizard of Oz, she's like, you're already home. Click your heels. You're already there. Open your eyes.
Are you a fan of Anthony Bourdain?
He's fascinating.
Yeah, because he brought up a good point, and he said, in his life, he said whenever he was on the road, he always wanted to get home, and then when he got home, he couldn't wait. As soon as he got home, he couldn't wait to leave.
I feel like I have heard of that.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by magicians, but and people that commit suicide, because I feel for that. Like
Robin Williams.
Yeah. And like how they used humor. That's why I like to
make other people happy.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make himself happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when a lot of comedians, like, they like to make people happy, make people laugh, because that's how they got attention. Like, I don't know, just Whitney Cummings would, her dad would pay more attention to the TV, so she, as a 6-year-old, like, in her mind, she's like, oh, I need to be on the TV to make my dad pay attention to me. Or, like, make jokes to get him to laugh with me, or, like, get him to pay attention. So she would do things to get attention, but she just, I don't know, to make everyone feel good, like, being a healer is, I think we all are, and some are more
or if you don't want to deal with any hard situations, you could laugh about it instead of dealing with it. Turn it into comedy instead of dealing with it.
Because it alchemizes you. It alchemizes it from, like, a negative situation to, like, a positive. Like, you know how laughter is the best medicine? Like, it really is.
Yeah.
Like, I choose to laugh about anything that makes me sad. Like, because I can see the light in it, or, like, the good in it. That's what there's always. You can focus on the bad in things, like the black in things, or you can focus on the white in things, or, like, see the balance of it and see how it's like the yin yang. You can't have one without the other. You have to have. That's like, you know how people are like, if God existed, why would there be rape, all these things that are bad? And it's like, if we didn't have those things, we wouldn't know the good things. And that's like a more simplified version, like, of it, but that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, and life's a pendulum where it swings both ways. From the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you. No one has a easy life. Maybe some, I don't know, but we all go through stuff, but you all have had, losing, when your parents get divorced like that, I think that's, like, changes your whole life, and it's not easy. And you've dealt with that, you've lost a parent, and that's, not easy.
Yeah, but sometimes the hard things in life are what make you a better person. It's not the easy things in life that make you a better person.
Yeah. I wouldn't be who I am if Dad hadn't died. And
it made you deal with things.
Yeah. I have definitely learned a lot. I want to be who I am. Yeah.
Because the things that push against you is what makes you strong. Like even your body, lifting heavy weights makes you strong.
Yeah. Like keeping using your muscles, and that's what if you're like having an easy ride for like forever, like you may think like, oh, my life is great, nothing bad's ever gonna happen to me, and it's like, oh, you're gonna get humbled at some point and be like, I don't know, I think at some point like we just realize like we're not in control, God is in control. Like there's nothing I could have done to have made my dad not pass away. I'm not in control. I can only control how I dealt with it, and I chose to make my grow from it. And it's hard, I mean.
And everybody's on this earth for a limited time, so you gotta enjoy what you can.
Yeah. It could be any time, any day, randomly, no explanation.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, you don't know. That's why you gotta enjoy what you've got.
That's what, you can retire any day now, can't you?
Yeah, 62.
That you work at a bank. Melvin said I should interview strangers or like work with strangers. You can, I don't know, should I set up like downtown or something to like talk to people?
Yeah, good.
You could help me.
There you go. I saw on TikTok there was a guy that interviews homeless people and finds out their story, which is interesting because people think the worst of homeless people, but you don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
You could find out, and then you might have sympathy for people.
I would do that. I do talk to them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I
you
might
might find out they're not just lazy. There might be another reason.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's drugs or other things.
So, you working downtown, a lot of homeless people walk into the bank, don't they? And then, a funny thing, you have like a sign outside of the building that had fake money taped to the thing, didn't you?
They stole it.
They would steal the fake money and try to use it.
Yeah.
That was just funny. Like, thinking you put real money out there. Why do you even have fake money? Like,
it was just to get their attention. They got the wrong person's attention. Yeah.
That's funny.
I guess if they get desperate enough, they'll steal money.
That's what when I did the lemonade stand, someone said if, like, we were going to donate to charity, someone said we should donate to homeless people because they were very passionate about it. It's like, you have a heart for homeless people. I do too, because, I mean, I do for everyone, but that's...
Because it must be a bad feeling not having a home. Like you said, you always want to go home.
Yeah.
If you don't have a home to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And being uncomfortable.
I thinking of people that like kick out their kids or like other people, like especially I heard that it was one of your mom's friends, like Mary Tucker or something, said something about someone's parents kicked out their daughter for being gay. And it's like she has nowhere to go, and it's like the school was helping her. And it's like when you, because these people like have money and like can let their kid live with them, and then they kick him out for being gay.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That seems crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's how some people end up homeless.
Yeah, like a lot of people do get kicked out, and because they're not accepted in their home. Because that's what being younger than 18 is. Like, I just remember kind of like waiting till I got a car and then till 18, because you get so much freedom at that point. Like when you're 18, you can technically really do whatever you want. And that's like, mom was like, you could do that when you're 18, you could do this when you're 18, and it's like, I just can't wait till I'm under my own roof now.
But then you find out it's not as easy as you think.
Yeah.
Being under your own roof and your own money and your own... Yeah, because you can use the freedom as good or bad. too much freedom is a good thing or it's a bad thing?
It's interesting. Well, you lived in the same dorm as me at UK.
Mm-hmm.
Holmes Hall, shout out. Second floor?
I was on the 4th floor.
Oh.
But we didn't have an elevator.
You didn't have an elevator?
Or air conditioning.
Didn't you not have sheets or anything? Or you just
I guess we brought them with us.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't as nice as it is now.
Yeah.
It was a horrible place back then.
And you also live in the same house you grew up in. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
it's like a special group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Get to say they do that.
Yeah. It's weird, I guess, because you have all the memories there from when you were a kid.
That's why I've never moved from Mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
Besides my own place, but like I do feel attached to the place. Like I've realized I can be attached to like material things. Like I'm like saying goodbye to that house will be hard for me, and it's like I kind of don't want to, but
Yeah, 'cause a lot of stuff went down there.
yeah, it's where I grew up. It's like all my memories, but it's not the building.
Yeah. It's
But
the memories.
yeah,
Yeah, the building's just bricks and mortar.
yeah,
Yeah. That's meaning, though.
yeah. Didn't you say something about like all of the places you've lived is like 656 or?
No, ends in 5-6.
Oh, ends in 5-6, huh?
Yeah. Is that weird, or is that...
I think that has meaning. 5 means like change, and 6 means like family and balance, because it's 3 and 3.
There you go. Life is always changing.
Yeah.
Family is always changing.
Yeah.
Because we're getting ready to have 2 more, aren't we?
Yeah. You got a lot of nieces and nephews.
Yeah, mostly female. Except for, I guess, Mel's side.
Yeah. John, Charlie, they like you.
Yeah.
They all like you. You were the fun uncle.
That's what Griffin said.
Yeah. You held him upside down.
There you go. I put Zach's head in the fan.
In the fan?
Ceiling fan. Not intentionally.
Like you lifted him up and it go.
Yeah.
As a baby?
He was a little kid. I guess I was able to lift him, so he had to be little.
You think he got a concussion?
No. I wasn't go ceiling fans are that hard.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How old were you when Zach and Ryan were your first?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Nephews?
When they were born?
Yeah.
Because they're kind of 20.
Okay.
Probably like you when yours are born.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're in your 20s when they're born.
Yeah.
So there you go. You're going to be the good aunt.
Yeah, I
You're going to be
am.
the cool aunt.
They love me.
Yeah.
I love them. I want to interview Josie. I want to interview all of them and
If she could sit still.
like through the ages to see how they grow up.
There you go. You could do one of those things where you take a picture of them every year.
That's what Em and Abby, they pretty much do.
Mm-hmm.
Like take pictures of them every day. But yeah, like in the same spot, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And do like a little, like the picture book, like that. I think those are cool.
Or you could do the one where you reenact a photo from when you were a kid. Have you seen when people do that?
Oh, yeah. Did you see the picture I posted of Em and Abby and those pink little, like, grandma had made those outfits for Em and Abby?
Mm-mm.
And, I don't know, they said something about them being sexualized. And I'm like, you think you're sexy? You were like 2.
Yeah. There you go, they were Barbies.
They were like, Mom, you did us so dirty with these outfits. And Mom said she would never put them in those outfits that Grandma did.
She had to, so she could at least have a picture for her.
That is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So did you get good grades in school, or were you like kind of didn't care? Like,
I didn't really care, I guess. Not as much as I should have.
did you like fail any classes or?
Not really, but it seemed like I didn't put a lot of effort into it.
But you never failed?
No.
Huh? Because some people do well without trying. You were kind of...
Well, I didn't take the super hard classes.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I didn't.
I took the easy ones.
You didn't take any AP? Or...
Not intentionally. Seemed like I got into one time, but I think once I realized it, I got out of it. Because I never took a book home.
I didn't like doing that.
So my mom always said, she goes, "Do y'all have books at school?" I said, "Yeah, they're in my locker."
You never took it home?
So I wasn't going to study anyway once I got home. When you got home, that was the time to play.
Yeah.
I didn't know it ever taught me how to study.
I agree. And your mom or dad weren't going to make you?
No. I guess if I had to do over again, I probably would have different. I guess you don't see things when you're a kid. Unless there's somebody that I guess helps you see that. As a kid, the only thing you're worried about is playing and having fun.
Yeah. But you think if you went back, you would have tried more at school? Or you think your parents would have maybe tried to push you on to do schoolwork more?
I don't know. I guess unless you realize you can't see the future, I guess, so,
Yeah.
Maybe that's going to be your job as an aunt. You can help them, guide them to the right path.
I do.
But you don't want to be a jerk where you have to make them suffer. That's the only problem. You want to be the fun aunt.
Yeah. I mean, in school, I didn't. I failed and, didn't try. Well, I would try and then I wouldn't do well. And then it discouraged me and I thought I was, dumb and wasn't smart. And that's not the case because school doesn't... There's so many different types of intelligences. So I'm not going to, push school like that.
Plus you went to different kinds of schools. You got to see a variety of schools.
Yeah, I think... learning a language works a different part of your brain. That's a different type of lingual intelligence. And then, creativity. I want to nurture my kids' creativity.
And then Sarah.
Yeah. Private was different. Yeah.
You didn't really go to, a normal public school.
No, not really.
Because Maxwell, it's more of an... I don't know. I guess all smarter students.
They're not smarter. Because I don't... I think I just got in on a lottery. Was it completely random, I think? I didn't have to take a test or nothing. Yeah. SCAPA was... We did have, not that I even care, but, we did have high test scores, and I wonder if that had any correlation to, everyone kind of having a creative outlet and, nurturing that side of us helped in other ways.
When we got to pick through what students went there, too, so it wasn't just randomly assigned like a normal school.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to be something special to go there.
Yeah.
You had to have some special talent, didn't you?
Yeah. I was telling Mom earlier, though, because I think I said something about how you were going to be on my podcast, and I said, should I ask about Cecelia or something? I said, Mom said something about how you spent so much time working on it that you should show it to the world, but I realized later, I really wasn't that good at dance. Looking at myself, I'm I thought I was a lot better than I was. But I think we kind of have to, learn that and then, be okay with it. Because I know that probably, it affects you a lot, and I've had...
Well, it depends on whether you want to make a career out of it or not, or if you just did it for an outlet.
Or even just an outlet, though. But that's what we should all have creative outlets and like not be
judged them.
Yeah, because I've been really like expressing myself and my creativity, like that is what shut me down for a long time. That's why when people say or apologize for talking too much, I'm like, I would rather you talk too much than too little, because I want you to feel comfortable to express yourself, because for 23 years I felt like I couldn't. And so I want no one to be like ashamed to be themselves. And that I like, so at the play me and Melvin went to on Thursday, I saw the theater person from Sayre, the person that ran theater. And it's like, I never did theater at Sayre, and I told him, I'm like, I don't know, I've never talked to you before, but I regret not doing more theater stuff at school, because I always, like, I was a drama minor at Scapa, and I always wanted to be like an actor and like put myself out there, be on radio, broadcasting, and I was so embarrassed after stuff. Like, I think I'm not blaming anyone. It's normal for siblings to pick on their other siblings, but they would make fun of me a lot for dancing or being weird, and I think I took it personally and I stopped it. And it's like, why did I let them like affect me what I love to do?
Well, it's normal, I guess, when people...
I'm just glad I've like realized that now, and like even this was kind of, it's nerve-wracking for me to like, before I like press play or do this, but like I have to not think about myself, and it's like I want to do this for the community. I want to do this like for other people. It's not for me. It's for the other shy people that felt like they couldn't talk or had to hide themselves. And so that...
Well, maybe you should get into acting now.
Yeah, Griffin one time said I would be he was talking about how all actors are weird, and then he said, Lucy, you would be a good one. He said that one time at Grandma, so I remember.
I guess the fun thing about acting is you could be something that you're not.
Yeah, and that is true.
Or you could try to be that. You don't even know if that's you, because you don't even know what the real you is. But if you, like, say, if you're playing somebody super confident in the acting role, then you could be that person.
One time at DSOD, my dance studio, at some point, I learned, and it changed my life. Like, they said, fake it till you make it.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and that was, like, the first time I heard that. And I'm like, huh. And I realized, I'm like, is everyone else just faking it? And I'm like, yeah. So I just kind of...
Well, super confident people usually are, because they might not be any more confident than you, but they're at least faking it.
So I've been told, or people think I'm very confident, or that I seem very like that, and it's always shocked me when people said that. But like, I'm like, it's nice to hear how other people see you, because we don't see ourselves. I don't see myself the way other people do. So it's nice to have that outside perspective. I'm like, really? Yeah. You think is that why people are kind of scared of me? Or is that, it's nice to hear that.
Yeah, you want to hear it and you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to hear it, you want to know what people think, but then you don't want to hear it because you don't want to live your life by what other people think of you.
I watched a clip of the Alec Baldwin roast the other day, and like, to be able to do a roast and like seeing them laugh at themselves, and like that's, to not be able to take things personally, I think is like a lesson like we all need to learn at some point. And being human, it's like a human lesson we all need to learn, like not taking things personally. Seriously. Like if someone, because I realized with the Scapa thing, and they'd say "la faggot" and stuff, I realized like they didn't get into Scapa. I'm like, oh, so it came from a place of something.
Insecurity.
Yeah. So.
Or jealousy.
Yeah. So that's where it came from. It's like, it made sense to me. I'm like, oh, that's why they made fun of me. Like I kind of felt bad for them.
A lot of bullies are insecure. That's why they do it.
Hurt people.
That's true. Yeah. So they're jealous of the Skepta people.
It's facts.
Yeah. So they wish they could be in it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know they had all tried out and stuff until like not that long ago. I'm like, what? Like that's why? That's why?
Yeah. But you also, I mean, we're going back to the thing about how other people view you. Like, if somebody said, you're a mean person, and you don't see yourself as mean, then you could, you're like, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. It reminds me of Tina Fey in 30 Rock, where she just goes back to her high school reunion and realizes she was the mean person. Mom's joked about that. She feels like that.
She sees herself in that character.
Yeah. And it really, when I've seen myself, if I was ever mean to anyone, it was because I was scared. And I know that, and it's like, I just let my fear control me.
Or sometimes people join in the bullying because they're afraid they're going to get bullied.
Yeah.
They'd rather be somebody else than them.
And that's kind of like human nature. We want to, like, you see someone getting bullied, you want to be on the tough person. Not tough persons, but like the stronger, the winner. I don't know. Like, it's kind of animal instincts.
So then they're going to attack you.
Yeah.
So you try to avoid that.
Yeah. I never liked that, though.
No, that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I saw somewhere, some school, if anybody in their whole school was sitting eating by themselves, somebody had to go eat with them.
Someone did that?
Yeah. I thought that was good.
I would eat by myself.
That would prevent bullying. 'Cause a lot of times you bully people because you don't understand them or they're different than you.
I remember when I would be by myself sometimes, though, and people would come to me, like, it frustrated me or made me bad. Like, I don't know, sometimes it's because they gave me attention, and it's like, I really wanted attention, but once I got it, like, I was so, like, I didn't like it. So that's, like, me being a kid, like, all my siblings are like, you got so much attention, but I didn't like it. But I really wanted it, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, sitting by myself, because it's like, I didn't like people feeling bad for me either, because it's like, oh, you just came over here because you saw me sitting by myself. But I don't know if I just wanted to, I mean, it's a lot of things, but I think, you know, when you're, like, very sad and then you get, like, mad and at other people, and then I was gonna say some people like to shoot up schools after that, but I mean, just when you're so sad and then you get mad and then, like, I just want to be by myself and, like, shut people out, and that's not great.
No.
Because you need community. That's why with this job, like, I need community. Like, I think everyone does. Like,
yeah.
That's why I'm here, because it's so easy for me to lock myself in my room and not talk to anybody. Like, I can do that, and I like to do that, and I want to do that, but, like, what's the purpose to life if I'm just doing that all the time? Because I feel like I can make a purpose, and if I know I can and I'm not, it's like, that's, like, disregarding all of my, the Christ in me. I don't, like... all of the magical gifts I have.
Yeah. So we're getting to talk to people in this shit.
That's why if I could talk to strangers, I mean, with family, I think this is good for, I mean, communication's always good, but, like, family communication, especially in our family, we could benefit from some more communication.
Yeah. So we're not big on discussing our feelings.
Yeah. And I know we're not the only family like that.
No, that's true.
And I know it can be uncomfortable, but it's really what everyone needs. That's what, I'm like the first one in my family to kind of see a therapist and like talk about. I can't like push this away. Like this is like part of me is to feel my emotions and talk about it. Like, so I like I love asking questions about the family past and everything.
Learn from your history.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to make the same mistakes.
Yeah. And I see how important family is because it is easy to cut them off and like not talk to them again, but it's like they're your family. Like there's no other blood in it. Us being all connected, like I see traits of me and you and me. Like there's traits of all of us in each other, and so it's just funny. Like if you cut off someone, it's like, are you cutting off those traits that are also in you?
Well, a lot of times people cut off people because of money.
That too. That's what like our families don't, like some of them not talk to each other. Like it's and it was over money. I hate how money is such a factor. Like when we were talking about politics, like it's all about money and power that people want. And I think if we have good family and you know you're loved, because that's really, everyone just wants to know they're loved and feel loved. And just go home. That's all. So people trying to find it from like outside things, from this job or that job, and it's like these things won't fill that void of love. It's you kind of have to do it yourself and like recognize your connection with spirit or God or whatever. Like I know I'm loved because I believe it, but if you don't believe it, then you're gonna not care about everything. Like what I would, if you don't feel like you're loved, then why not shoot somebody? Like I was thinking about how other people think. Like I feel like my life has purpose, so I am living purposefully. If you feel like your life doesn't have a purpose, then you're gonna live like YOLO. I mean, YOLO in a bad way.
We probably won't live very long.
We could live YOLO in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we need to, value ourselves to value other people. I didn't value myself, so I kind of didn't value my relationships, kind of.
When you wake up every morning, you've got to have a reason to wake up.
Yeah.
That determines how long you live, I think.
Yeah. The living purposely, I think it's like been scientifically, like you live longer. I think it's also, there's been tests like spiritual people that feel like they live for a purpose, like live longer. So it's the same thing.
That's true.
And people that feel like they contribute to community live longer.
And sometimes it's good to think of other people other than yourself. That's why pets are important, I think.
Yeah. They really show us unconditional love. Dogs.
And it helps you think of somebody beside yourself.
That's getting baby, changed my life. That's gave me a reason to get up in the morning and
let her out to use the bathroom. Take her for a walk.
Let her inside to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's why I think older people need pets.
Yeah.
Just get them outside for a walk. They might not even go outside all day.
You could rescue a dog.
I will at some time.
You had Whitney.
Yeah, she was a good dog.
He or she?
She.
She seemed so cute.
Yeah, she was a good dog.
Would you get a cat?
No.
I think cats can be like spiritual protectors for us.
Well, cats just seem to ignore you all the time.
Yeah, it's like they're in a whole nother like realm a lot of times. Like, sometimes they see things that you're like, what are you looking at? And it's like, they see stuff.
And they also don't depend on you as much as a dog does.
Yeah, like you have a neighborhood cat. Your outside cat. Mouse. I mean, dogs and animals are such gifts. That's when people abuse dogs or animals and things, people below, that's for the underdogs. Like that, I stand for, I mean, the people, they can't stand up for themselves. Like these poor innocent dogs and like children. Did you ever see the child trafficking movie? What was that called?
Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom of... What was it called? Freedom of... I don't know.
Some freedom.
That... I mean, it made me so mad and pissed off. And I'm people that do that and take advantage of people that... Like, they can take advantage of these kids, and they do, like, of their power. That's what... Oh my gosh, like, it pisses me off. I want to help. And the fact that they said that there's more sex trafficking now than there ever has been. What? But people that abuse dogs, too, you know, those sad commercials.
Yeah.
This has been... like a deep episode. This might be my deepest. I don't know.
We always have deep conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV and deep conversations.
There you go.
I learned a lot from TV. Like, it did. Is that what you would get home from school and like be excited to watch TV? Like, that's your TV time.
Yeah. There wasn't as many options back then. We only had 3 channels.
And if something was on, you couldn't record it. No Netflix.
Watch it live.
Mom said you all would watch the pageant stuff.
Like what?
Like, just everyone in the family. Mom wanted to be Miss America, and
sometimes.
she said you all would all gather around the TV and watch it. And I don't know. But...
Or Disney, the Walt Disney World, we'd watch that.
You'd watch...
It was on Sunday nights.
Walt Disney World?
They call it The Wonderful World of Disney.
Was it Disney Channel?
No. It was just...
It showed, like, fireworks?
No. It was mostly, like, nature and animal shows.
Oh.
Or they'd have other things on there every once in a while. Like, they would be a Disney movie or a Disney... Just something made by Disney.
So, dang. I didn't know that.
That's the only time. The only time you could watch cartoons was Saturday morning.
That's the only time?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because we didn't have a cartoon channel, so we look forward to Saturday mornings. Watch Bugs Bunny and.
Oh.
Yeah.
And y'all all watch it together and not fight about it?
I don't know. There might be a little bit of fighting.
There had to be.
Excuse me.
That is funny.
Yeah. But you only had 3 channels to choose from. So.
3?
Yeah. And so you only had one TV, so everybody had to watch the same show. That always caused trouble.
That would. It's interesting you being so... you could say stubborn, but I think strong-willed, maybe. I think that's another Leo trait, being strong-willed, because with the lion and sun.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah. We're back from our short commercial break.
Yeah. Sponsored by...
Allied Communications.
No. They're your main sponsor.
I don't think she sponsors us.
Or what's the name of your company?
Light Coach LLC.
Okay, that's what we're sponsored by.
I've set up a nonprofit, technically. So.
You know the meaning of nonprofit, don't you?
You don't make money? Oh yeah, I didn't mean spot.
Next time you might want to do a for-profit.
I want... What do you mean?
Profits can be good.
Light Coach LLC is not that's a for-profit.
Okay.
But I made a Light Coach Foundation.
Okay.
.Inc. is a nonprofit that is with the IRS and stuff.
There you go.
I'm
Gotta
gonna-
pay your taxes.
So are you good with money? You would say.
I guess it could always be better.
What's
'Cause if I was good with money, I'd probably already be retired. I'd be a billionaire.
Your face is kind of not on the screen.
You see the side of me.
So, you went to school for 4 years, graduated. You never took a break in school or nothing? Or?
When in college?
Yeah.
No, I did take a break.
Oh, you
I
did?
sat out a semester
Oh, really?
because my grades weren't good, so
Oh.
sat out a semester and then I went back and then I did good.
I remember this. Were you suspended?
Yeah, because my grades weren't good enough.
That was like me too. What semester?
Freshman.
So after freshman year?
Or no, I mean I went two semesters and then sat out for a semester and then
Yeah.
went back.
That was me.
Mhm.
And mom did that too.
I think I just didn't know how to study. I never was taught how to study in high school.
Are you good at memorization? I mean, that's a lot of tests is memorization.
I mean, I guess I could be better, but yeah, I'm not like photographic memory or anything.
And your major was business?
Mm-hmm. See, I was thought about psychology, but Dad talked me out of that.
Why?
He said you can't make any money in
What? What do you have? How would you not make money if you became a psychologist, like a doctor,
it. Then you got to go longer in school.
and you didn't want to do that?
I don't know. At that time, I didn't. I guess the key there is you should follow your dreams.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be more successful because you're going to enjoy what you do.
That's what I realized, like, when I went to Asbury and I decided to major in something I was actually interested in. It was, like, life-changing. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
school, I can actually study something I'm interested in. It's
not like work.
Yeah. Like, it was fascinating to me, and I actually, like, wanted to go to class. It felt wrong. And I'm like, this shouldn't feel wrong in school. Like, school should be.
Yeah, enjoyable.
Yeah. Like, Josie, the 3-year-old niece, says she likes school, and I'm like, really? I'm like, really?
Well, because you're going to be, whatever job you do, you're going to be doing the rest of your life, so you better enjoy it. You don't have to enjoy every aspect of it, but you enjoy something.
In the times, like, when you're 17, like, and deciding what major in college, like, you don't...
Yeah.
And people talk about how many times they change their major. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. No one knows what they really want to do.
Yeah.
That's why I had asked Mom yesterday, like, what she wanted to be as a kid. Like, as a kid, what did you see yourself doing? What about you? Astronaut?
They interviewed one time, they came to school, the news did, and they asked all the kids, and I told them I wanted to be a professional football player. But that didn't work out too good.
Did you ever do football in middle school?
Yeah, I played in elementary school, grade Y football.
At what?
It was grade Y football. It's in middle school. Elementary school.
Gray Y? What is that? A school name?
It was a thing done by the YMCA.
Oh, so it wasn't... Because Cassidy doesn't have football.
Well, we had the grade Y, but it wasn't very serious.
Is it like tag football, flag?
No, it was a tackle football, but I mean, we were in elementary school, so it wasn't very violent.
That's what football with the head and everything. Like, I wonder, was your mom, like, ever, like, didn't want you to do that? Because I would kind of be protective over that.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a kid now, yeah, I probably wouldn't let him play football, but yeah, back then, I mean, there wasn't any too many hard hits. And we had helmets. And,
What else? Actor?
maybe singer or something. I don't know. But I didn't have a good voice. So.
That's something you could work on. Like, if you practice, and everyone be good?
Yeah. I guess we could use the auto-tune.
True.
Yeah.
Did you want to be like, were you ever into instruments? Or...
Yeah, I did play the drums in school, in elementary school. But I didn't put enough effort into it.
Drums is fun.
That's the problem is sometimes when you're a kid, you don't realize how much work it takes.
That's what
And you give up too quick.
That's when I realized, like, being a professional ballerina, how hard it was. I'm like, okay, maybe I kind of don't want to do that.
Yeah. Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard work.
And you just, we want to be a mom too, like, I don't know, and you can't be like professional dancer your whole life.
And be a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to be a mom and have a career. Let's like that for singers, think about that. Like if a female singer wants to have a family, they can't just say, see kids, I'll see you in 9 months, I'm going on tour. But the man can say, I'll see you later. I'll be back later.
Yeah. People going on war too, like what if the man and the woman watches the kids and... Yeah.
It's not easy.
And they have to carry the baby for 9 months and...
Yeah.
You have to work pregnant. It's like that's already a job, and then you got another job, and then...
After the show on Netflix, Made, gave me a lot of sympathy for single moms.
Yeah. I was going to say domestic violence is something I'm passionate about, like, that being messed up, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is... I mean, hurt people. That's what it kind of teaches you.
Yeah. That's the truth.
I don't like seeing the screen. It distracts me. That Made is a good show.
Yeah. Because of how hard it is for a single mom.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know when your parents are going through a divorce, like, sometimes they kind of make you feel like you have to pick sides.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
And I feel, did you pick your mom's side?
Well, yeah, I mean, because I was going to be with her, because, I mean, she was the one that always, was around, so.
Yeah.
I guess, too, then they try to win your affection.
Yeah. Like, buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, why didn't you do this before?
Yeah.
Like,
they didn't have to before.
Yeah. And now you get, like, more presents or double the Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Or just 2 Christmases and stuff, yeah. I mean, it's a harder thing than, like I would have rather one of my parents pass than have to watch them go through a divorce.
Well, divorce is like a death in the family.
Yeah, but they're both alive.
Yeah. But
yeah, it is a complete change in death of how the family used to be, and now it's going to be completely different. So yeah, I mean...
But it's still way better, divorce is still way better than people that don't get along staying together just for the kids.
Yeah. So I think fighting in front of your kids is very... So have you seen the Plathvilles? Welcome to Plathville?
No.
No. Spoiler alert, like, they're getting a divorce. Well, I guess I would probably say it But they made... the way they interact in front of the kids, like they decided not to just be good in front of the kids, never fight in front of the kids, like while being divorced, like they will be amicable. And I think that's because not every divorce has to be like a terrible thing for everyone. Like it can be handled in a civil, respectable manner. But of course that's like not easy. It's not easy.
Especially if they're good fighting over custody.
Yeah.
That can get really horrible.
Yeah, that's true. And
they don't always do what's best for the kids.
Yeah, that's what I like how CASA, like their idea is to do what's best for the kid. Like that's CASA, like the person is assigned to think of what would be best for the kid. And so that's because they're the youngest, they're the most flexible, vulnerable in the brain and everything.
Yeah.
That's when I babysat and the older siblings are mean to the younger siblings, and like they complain like, oh, he's doing this, blah blah blah. I'm like, he's younger than you. Like you're the older person. Be the more responsible. Like he's younger than you, and you're picking on him. Like it's just we should care about the ones that are more vulnerable than us, or like younger, and the ones that can't talk, like dogs and these kids. That's what kids are the future of. But I mean, Griffin said he used to think he was like the smartest person ever. And, I mean, like as kids, like I just keep learning more and more. Like I'm not like I keep getting humbled like throughout life. We all do. But kids are just like we need to look out for what's best for them. And you know, when parents are like, oh, I know what's best for you, and like how mom really wants me to go to college because she thinks it's like would be best for me, and I don't even know if she would agree with what I just said, but like think about what I want. Like you're saying it's best for me, but is it? Like, are you just thinking about society and all of that, or are you thinking about like my heart? And I don't know, that was a kind of a chaotic, not chaotic thought, but kind of but
yeah,
I don't know.
I guess the thing with the college degree, it at least opens up some doors.
Yeah, it does. I just hate how like school likes to put everyone in these boxes, and it's like school really like college school is like not meant for everyone, and it shouldn't be. And because I mean the fact that it's so expensive, and it's like I don't want people to go so in debt to get a college degree and then kind of not even know what they like, or they don't even know who they are. Like I want you to know who you are in your heart without like worrying about if you're gonna have money or not. Like I really, in the Bible it says like God, like they don't give us, the universe doesn't give us like problems we can't handle, and it's like God will provide for you. If you get pregnant and you're like worried about the money, like I really think God will provide for you. Like I know my mom was very afraid every time she got pregnant, but like God provided like in abundance. And I don't know. Life is interesting and it's amazing, and we keep learning, and we're never gonna stop learning until we die.
That's true.
And even when we die, we're probably
I
don't know. We don't know. But life is constantly death and rebirth. I've realized I'm constantly like the old me is dying and a new me is rebirthing. Like every single morning when I wake up, I feel like every time I pee,
You learn something.
Yeah. You'll be on my podcast again, right?
Okay, sure. We'll have to go into some deeper topics.
Yeah. We can, write notes or, think about it, whatever.
Yeah.
If you ever have a topic in mind, we can talk about it. Because I can always record it on my phone.
That's right.
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, but we'll think about it now. I got a better feel for it.
Yeah. No. That's what doing it and just getting used to it. I heard repetition is what is how we learn. And it really is.
Yeah.
So, bye guys. It's 3:56 p.m. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace out, peoples. You want to say bye?
Bye.